Hey guys, welcome to Insights with Anastasia. Working in analytics for many years has taught me that data visualizations isn't just about making pretty charts. It's about communicating data and insights clearly and efficiently. You've got tons of tools at your disposal, from simple charts in Excel and PowerPoint to powerful platforms like Power BI and Tableau. But the real question is, how do you know which visualization to use and how to present your data for maximum impact? Today, I'm going to share 5 key principles that have been essential in my career. These key principles will help you focus on clarity, accuracy, and ability to tell a compelling story with your data. My inspiration for this video comes from this legendary book, The Visual Display of Quantitative Information. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. Let's dive into it. So the principle number 1, maximize the data ink ratio. This principle is all about getting rid of clutter and focusing on what matters, the data. We want to minimize non-data elements like excessive borders, grid lines, and those noisy, flashy 3D effects that some people like to add. So those elements, they don't add value, so we don't need them. A higher data ink ratio means a cleaner, more impactful visualization. So for example, instead of a chart with the thick, distracting grid lines, we can use a simple bar chart with the minimal grid lines, focusing on the bar lengths themselves. Principle number 2. Show the data variation, not the design variation. This one is crucial. So variation you see in your chart should reflect actual changes in data. They shouldn't be just fancy design elements that you decided to add to make the chart pretty. We don't want our audience mistaking a stylistic choice for a meaningful trend. For example, if you compare sales data across different regions or across different years, use varying bar lengths to represent sales figures, but not the varying bar colors, which can be confusing and distracting for people. So principle number 3, clear, detailed, and thorough labeling. Imagine a map without any labels. It's useless, right? Same goes for the data visualization. So proper labeling, essential for understanding your data, especially if you're sharing your report with someone, so they have to figure out your visualization by themselves. So use labels for axes, data points, and legends. Please avoid jargons, avoid any abbreviation that does make sense to you but might not make any sense to someone else, like a marketing team or a leadership team. So for example, instead of using CTR abbreviation in your chart, which does make sense to you but might not make any sense to leadership executives or even marketing teams, please use something, a descriptive language, for example, conversion rate, so people can understand and be on the same page with you about this visualization. And the fourth principle is about choosing the right chart for your data. So different data types call for different charts. For example, if you want to show a composition of a whole, you can use a pie chart or a stacked bar chart. If you want to show a trend over time, please use line chart for that. And for example, for comparing different categories, you can use bar chart here. So principle number 5, you should know your audience. This is probably one of the most important principles here. So you should tailor your visualization to your audience's knowledge and expectations. So for example, a highly technical chart might be perfect for engineers or analysts, but can be very confusing for marketing team. And for example, for executives, you can use a high-level summary chart with key performance indicators. But for example, for your colleagues, data analysts, you can provide some additional information that is going to be helpful for them. So these 5 principles are foundation for creating effective data visualization. By focusing on clarity, accuracy, and understanding your audience, you will be able to communicate your insights with confidence regardless of the tool you use. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more data analyst tips. See you in my next video. Bye!